It's a winner-take-all game number 3 between Georgia Tech and Kennesaw State here in the Jackets 25-26 regular season finale. Hello everybody, and welcome back for the last time this season to the Georgia Tech Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Sterling Caligeris, back here with Carter Daniels. And Carter, we made it all the way to our final game of the season.
Final game of the season, a lot of cancellations towards the end because of the weather. But we're glad that this one was rescheduled for a nice Wednesday night hockey in Atlanta.
Very nice. Moreover, we're playing in Tech's usual practice rink tonight, so we'll see how that goes here. But Kennesaw State and Georgia Tech put on a magnificent show just a couple weeks ago. A 4-1 victory for KSU. How about Evan Pritchard between the pipes in his first collegiate start?
Yeah, I was very impressed by his game. I think his defense did a lot to limit Tech's opportunities, and they capitalized in the offensive zone, and that was the key to victory that night.
Well, it was a bit of a shocker, but some of their new players have really emerged this new semester, showed why they won 4-1. Jonathan Shaw, a defenseman with 13 points in 5 games played. Keep an eye out for him. Georgia Tech, Jack Golick. We talked about it last time, making 8 goals in 4 games against the Owls here for Jack Golick. Speaking of him, we'll be doing a lot of goodbyes and thank yous here, as this is my last game as a student here on the channel. We're not done this season, though. Maybe you'll hear a couple of familiar voices at the ACC playoffs, so I know that's just a rumor I heard. But we'll get him involved with the broadcast as well, a couple other great people. For now, we'll step aside as Tech and Kennesaw State about to start game number 3.
Of the South Dakota Country, where the South Africa on February 6th. Thank you, everyone. At this time, we ask that you rise if you are able for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
All good. Do you want to show those guys? Okay, everybody, time for the starting goaltenders presented by Community Q in Decatur. Of course, in the final game of the regular season, Ryan Graff has played in all 23 thus far for Tech, went 31 for 35 in both KSU games so far this season. And of course, as we've been talking about, Evan Pritchard between the pipes, 3-0 on his young career, played phenomenally, 27 for 28 at Georgia Tech last game, then 38 for 41 this past Friday at Alabama Huntsville. Well, everybody, we have made it to the regular season finale. Thank you so much for tuning in. Georgia Tech and Kennesaw State underway for the third and final time in 25-26. It'll all get started in the Tech defensive zone. We talked about this amazing uniform matchup last time. Exact same jerseys for both teams. KSU in the black and gold, or yellow, moving left to right on your screen. Georgia Tech in the white, moving right to left. KSU's captain James Kravis in the high slot on the backhand, looking down low, and that one denied by Ryan Graff. Really quickly, we missed it in the pregame, but lines and pairings for Georgia Tech here tonight. Molnar, Dorcas, and Howe, your top line, followed up by Keshner, Degley, Umberto, Goodell, Steckel, Golick, Prasanna, Shane, Connolly, Chambliss, the top four. You could see those D pairs as well for the Jackets. That is Colin Roberts' squad in the regular season finale. This was a 10-4 Georgia Tech victory back in the Fall Tech second game of the season. They followed it up with a big effort from KSU in game number 2. The Owls backstopped by Evan Pritchard as he just made his first save of the night there. Looking for more is Keegan Goodell for Tech. At the left point, it pops free into neutral ice with Levi Miller. Moving it the other way, Camden shot deflected wide to the right of Graff. Now Jonathan Shaw, watch out for him tonight. Sneaky defenseman for KSU. 13 points in 5 games played with 5 goals out of the defenseman. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points at Georgia Tech just a couple weeks ago. Followed it up with 2 assists and 2 points at UAH Friday, and then 3 points on Saturday. Molnar's shot denied by Pritchard, and he will hold on to that rebound as well. Let's take a look at that most recent attempt. In the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in, for your amazing comments. Math teacher Joe, as always, it's awesome to see you here. And absolutely, if I find myself in Minnesota, we'll let you know. Everybody else as well, Beth, thank you so much. That really is kind. Aaron in the chat. And yes, great comment, astute observation. Pritchard not wearing the correct jersey tonight. He's got Nikolai Duns on. He was wearing the correct jersey out of this very black jersey just 2 weeks ago, so maybe he forgot it at home. Shot from the line blocked in front. Right point, they'll slide it across now to Ty Johnston as he works it below the goal line. A pass right out in front. Graf got a piece of that one and it went off the side of the post. Joshua Lee looking to cut it back. He'll work it to the near side here, and banking it ahead is Bradley Burden. McLean Boyd looking to send it up the ice towards Jack Golick, put right back in the zone by Chris Scott, forces McLean Boyd to make a play. Boyd has an option in Greg Steckel up ahead on the left wing. KSU regains control and they'll put it back in deep with Hudson Bashkin. Now this is Boyd sliding it across to Lee here, connecting with Pranay Prasanna. That one took a bounce off of Joseph Alvarez, who did not play against Tech a couple weeks ago, but number 42 is back in the lineup for KSU. They'll flip it to Hudson Bashkin as he loses his stick. Braden King loads one up. It gets blocked in front. Of course, Braden King just scored his first collegiate goal in last weekend's game, the Saturday matchup against Duke. A beautiful snipe as he was walking right down Main Street. Now sending this one in the zone. Legault shot blocked in front. Again, we talked about him a lot 2 weeks ago. KSU's leading goal scorer, number 47, comes in tonight with 33 points in 22 games. Look out for Jack Golick for Tech as he loses an edge. But notably out of Legault, hat trick on Friday at UAH, so he's been hot recently. We'll keep an eye out for him as well. Right point, Souza lets one go. Deflected wide, put right back in front to Reese Legault. Works it back in deep with James Kravis. Kravis, the captain, here in the near corner. Works it to the line with Souza. He'll get it across Alvarez. With the shot blocked in front. Kravis to the point. Souza lets it go. Deflected wide and back with Legault. Legault on the backhand here. Looking to make something happen. Drops it to the left point. Slides it across Souza. Top of the zone. Alvarez on a block. The captain for Tech, Deadly Umberto, off to the races. There's a shot, right pad, save, and Keshner whiffs on the rebound attempt. 2-on-1 with Reese Legault has Costin with him, and a great save made by Graf with the shoulder. Tech can ice this one, and how about this start here tonight?
KSU get a lot of pressure in their offensive zone, but both teams have had great chances. Goalies haven't had to do too much. There are a lot of blocked shots so far in this one.
Yeah, that's a great point. I've noticed that a ton, especially in the Tech end as well. The Yellow Jackets putting the body on the line here in the season finale, regular season finale that is. They'll be back in action next weekend at the ACC playoffs. Shaw's shot denied by Ryan Graf as he read that one well. But really quickly, before we talk about the playoffs, let's talk thumbs up. Keeping the tradition of the neighborhood diner alive in Atlanta. Stop by their Marietta Street location right behind the Georgia Tech Campus Recreation Center today. KSU keeps it in with Shaw, put in deep. Joshua Lee back on it for Tech. And GT looking for the clear. It ends up with Levi Miller. ACC playoffs next weekend. Georgia Tech just won the Georgia Division last weekend. As such, they've clinched a first-round bye. We'll see them in round number 2 Friday morning at 10:30, taking on one of Richmond, Georgetown, or ECU. And here's an opportunity. Shaw denied once more by Graff. And as we take a look at that replay, wouldn't an ECU matchup in the playoffs be crazy after that outdoor game?
That would be really nice. I'd love to see a win in that game. What was it, overtime?
Overtime.
Win for ECU?
That's right, a 3-2 victory for the Pirates. Tech perhaps might get themselves an opportunity to avenge the loss. We'll see if it works out that way. There are still some more ACC games to be played this weekend before the final bracket is determined. That one will not be broadcasted here on the GT Hockey channel. Broadcasting info should come out this weekend as the M2 Premier Tournament taking place. Like I said, if you're gonna be missing us, you might be in luck. Which would be the national debut of my main man Carter here. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm super excited. You know, this has been an interesting opportunity. I've been very delighted to be a part of this broadcasting team this semester. Or, well, this season, I should say. 2 semesters, but oh my gosh, I definitely did not expect to be doing this my first year at Georgia Tech.
Well,
it's been a fun ride.
Thank you, Carter. I'm so happy to have you here. You've been absolutely fantastic. Loved working you. And you're a fantastic color commentator as well. I'm very happy.
I do my best. I can't compare to you. I've got some big shoes to fill if you're really leaving us.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. But this season is not over yet, and it's a big milestone for you. So just want to celebrate that. I did not think I'd be doing this at all, even halfway through my time at Tech. And yet here we are, and it's been a magnificent experience. So we've got some thank yous to give at the end, but of course to everyone in this organization, thank you for trusting me, Carter, the rest of the broadcast team. It's been an honor to call these games for you guys. Matt Shane, another Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket who had his first goal in his young career against Duke on Saturday. It was the 1-0 goal just 5 minutes into that one. As there's a good pinch from Alvarez and a centering feed broken up there. Moving it the other way is Sean Connolly looking for Chambliss. Chambliss puts it into the zone, rimmed around the wall, and Christian Souza will get there. Up the near side, Hudson Bashkin into neutral ice. Andrew Zhang is there with Levi Miller behind him. He'll elect to skate up the near wing, and we have a stoppage of play and interference call coming right up. From St. Louis style ribs to legendary mac and cheese, Community Q brings home style barbecue just a short drive from campus. Swing by or call ahead Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 8. So it looks like that's Colin Chambliss in the box for Tech, I believe. It'll be Kennesaw State's first power play of the night. We saw a bunch of special teams goals last weekend in the series against Duke. Couple power play markers, couple short-handed markers, as we saw a beautiful one from Cullen Dorcas to end it off. Referees having a little discussion with our main man Blake in between the boxes. A wonderful PA announcer. And how would you call him? Music guy? What's the term for that?
He's on the 1s and 2s and things, as they say.
He's on the aux.
Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more modern of a saying.
Hopefully, we'll get to chat with him later in the broadcast because he's done a wonderful job for us here for the past few seasons. Want to thank him and get some stories from him, so we'll see if we could get him to hop on. I think the issue is they're having trouble with the scoreboard here in the rink getting that power play connected. And so
I didn't see that one. Doesn't have a penalty clock, but that one does. I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
No, only one of them here does. Of course, I was just about to get in another ad read, but alas, no. We'll get it a bit later. Face off to the left of Graf, won by KSU, and it's Jonathan Shaw. Across Costin, now Shaw top of the zone, gives it back to Costin, through the seam Legault, looks for the bumper and a shot. Deflected out of play, the drive from James Kravis. We'll see that beautiful puck movement on the man advantage here. A great feed from Shaw to Costin, getting it through the seam. And what a feed from Legault to that bumper position. A nice setup for the KSU Owls. Tech looking for the clear, and it hops over the stick of Jonathan Shaw, forcing Evan Pritchard to leave it to him behind the cage. Shaw will lead the rush here and eventually connects with Reese Legault. Turned over to Rowan Agarwal, who gets it over the stick of Shaw again, and so yet another Georgia Tech clear. Shaw up the near wing now, will work it to the far side. Legault had some trouble with that puck, plays it near wing, back for Kravis. Agarwal looking for a clear here, banks it ahead, Shaw will bat it down, and we've got a minute left on the KSU power play. Shaw racing in right side here, looking to work around Dagliumberto and throw it in front. Below the goal line, they work it to Costin. Now Reese Legault at the half wall. Legault looking for a lane, will cruise to the goal line, drop it off right point. Jonathan Shaw drops it off Legault, right circle through the seam, was looking for Costin, didn't connect, but it's back with Shaw. A saucer feed over to Legault here. Legault looking to cruise in and play it in front on the backhand, now gets it to Kravis. Kravis behind his back, Shaw now to the goal line backdoor, and Legault couldn't get the shot away. James Kravis, right point, walks that line, looks for the deflection, and a right pad save made by Ryan Graf. And with 8 seconds left on the man advantage, that'll just about do it. Jonathan Shaw will lead the rush. KSU 0 for 1 on the power play. Molnar looking for Dorcas here as they'll put it into the zone. That one rimmed around the wall by Hudson Orgeron. Joshua Lee looking to connect with Boyd. There's a battle on that puck between him and Orgeron. Now Ashton Nolte will join the battle. Cullen Dorcas there for Tech. Cooper Lundberg in the vicinity had the 3-1 goal 2 weeks ago. Another new KSU player with 6 points in 5 games in his career thus far. They'll slide it across. There's a shot from Johnston, denied by Ryan Graff. Joshua Lee looking to get something going here. Georgia Tech being outshot unofficially for now, 7-3 in the first. Let's see what they could do with Ethan Molnar. Beautiful deke and a great poke check made by Pritchard there. Boyd shot through traffic, kicked away by Pritchard. Now lead from the tight angle, blocked in front. Molnar some pressure, stays with it, looking for Dorcas. Molnar keeps it in left circle, and a shot blocked there. I think that was Bradley Burden. Big turnover, it's Dorcas in the slot, and a blocker save made. What a prime look for Cullen Dorcas, but Pritchard with the blocker. What a reactionary stop. What a windmill there from Sawyer Howe. Dorcas looking to give it back to him, and another poke and another save by Evan Pritchard, making his mark on this one early. Oh, he has just been so good for KSU so far in his young career. We talked about 3 games played, a perfect 3-0 record, and 38 for 41 in his most recent game. Lee with the block shot there. That was Lundberg taking the look. Greg Steckel skates with it down the right wing. Steckel looking to wrap it around. Poked away by Christian Suzan. Thrown to the slot, but no one was there. Scott looking for his man ahead, and Nicholas Pecora. Pecora looking to lay the body was Rowan Agarwal. Now Prasanna, a little cutback. Will get it to Steckel. Has Agarwal driving, and the sauce over his stick. But Agarwal gets it back. His shot denied by Pritchard. Ooh, what a back and forth first period we've had so far. Thoughts on this one early, Carter?
It's been an exciting game, just no goals yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. It's a little slippery out there too, apparently. Oh, you weren't looking.
No, unfortunately.
Just a little KSU trouble with the ice. Oh boy.
What an opportunity there, as it was David Bannister looking to drive the goal. Bannister, I don't believe played in the last game against Tech, but has played in 16 games this season. They'll bank it ahead, a bit too far for Bannister, who again, 16 games played, 4 goals, 2 assists, for 6 points. Steckel looking to pick that one off, as he'll get it along the half wall, turn it over to Hudson Bashkin. Prasanna looking to put it in front. Levi Miller along the half wall. His shot wide of the Gold Glove side. Now Andrew Zhang looking for a tip from Steckel. Pritchard may have gotten a piece of that one. They say that one was played not with a high stick, and so a chance right there denied by Ryan Graff. Taking that shot was Liam Grogan. Steckel plays it into that far corner, as Pritchard gonna leave it to the defenseman Joseph Alvarez. Up ahead connects with Will Costin, who scored the 4-1 insurance power play goal for KSU to end off the last matchup in this battle for Atlanta. Costin picks it up below the goal line. A good poke from Zhang. He's not sure where that puck is, and so Costin will get it back. Leaves it to Legault here as he looks to center. It's Degli Umberto the other way. Now Zach Keschner cruising left wing. Keschner looking for an option. Stays with it, drops it off to the captain. He throws it in front. A rebound there that Pritchard's able to hold the post and deny it. Legault with room. Has Costin with him. Legault cuts back, fires, he scores! What a finish for Reese Legault! The leading point scorer makes it 1-0 Kennesaw! What a phenomenal rush! What a play by Legault, cutting back, ripping that one right by Graff. The Owls with the 1-0 lead. Now, we talked about before this game with Blake, he has some fantastic songs for, we don't want to see Georgia Tech get scored on if you're a Tech fan, but he's got a good playlist if they do. Don't Stop Believin', the most iconic one of them all, and we were promised that if we did get scored on tonight, I wish it were our usual setup so you could hear it directly from the speaker, but hopefully you heard that one. Great work as always, Blake. Reese Legault with the finish for KSU makes it goal number 20 on the season so far, and additionally, it's his 34th point. Sorry, just communicating with our is looking down there. Did Pritchard make a stop or did that one miss?
Yeah, there was one save, just a little high blocker.
Nice. But yes, communicating with my cameraman down in the corner. Andy Hildrum's father, Chris, helping us out tonight. He's done such an amazing job helping us with these broadcasts over the past 2 seasons. Gotta shout him out and the entire Hildrum family. They've been absolutely fabulous for our broadcast team here at GT Hockey, and really a lot of these games wouldn't be possible without them pitching in to help us get set up, help with the personnel if need be. They've been excellent. Putting this one in the zone, Camden shot. First one to it, Aiden Roy overskates it. Agarwal looking for Steckel. Cooper Lundberg will play it to the high slot. Aiden Roy's backhand gets blocked in front as Roy looking to advance it left wing. Aiden Roy on a kick save made by Pritchard. Right pad save made on the defenseman. This one pops free, and I think we're going to have a stoppage of play, a penalty coming up, I believe. Sonny's Barbecue has been serving up craftsmanship in every bite since 1968. Discover the magic behind their signature slow-smoked meats and time-honored barbecue techniques. Aaron, yes! Shout out Caillou season finale, as we've talked about. Thank you for your comments. Georgia Tech power play underway here as the Jackets looking to respond to the KSU finish. This is an early clear for the Owls, forcing Graff to move that puck with McLean Boyd. 1:36 remains on the power play here. This one ends up with Joseph Alvarez, who puts it back into the zone. McLean Boyd back on it. Some pressure from Costin, looking to feed the slot. They score! It's Hudson Orgeron, the short-handed goal. And just like that, the Owls up by 2. Great work to win that puck back, and a beautiful feed to Orgeron. Picked his corner and let it fly. The Owls with the 2-0 lead here in the first period. What a finish there, and Carter, nothing you could do there if you're Ryan Graff.
No, absolutely not any fault on his part.
Just a phenomenal shot, cruising right in. Tech still on the power play, of course, so we'll see if they could get one on the board. Of course, now they're looking to cut the deficit in half instead of tie the game. Nevertheless, there's still over 40 minutes of game time to play, so don't get discouraged yet if you're Georgia Tech. Just keep chipping away. Joshua Lee, left point, works it down low to Miller, puts it in front. Pritchard got his stick on that one, and it'll deflect into the ceiling here at the ice for him.
Is it just me, or is this ceiling a little bit lower than the other ring? I feel like it is.
It could be. I also think we're just a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's true. We are also higher up.
Because on our balcony, you've got the glass coming up a tiny bit. I think we're completely over the glass here.
Oh, yeah.
What a vantage spot. Of course, we've got the phenomenal balcony in the other ring, so...
If it weren't for this little pipe right in front of me right now,
this
would be a much better vantage point.
Hey, it's much better than filming from the ground, so thank you to Al and everybody here at the Ice Forum for giving us permission to film up here and for helping us. Lee with some room! Evan Pritchard, yet another great save. Joshua Lee has been all over the offense here this spring semester. He's got 12 points in 22 games. Of course, the MVP of the FSU game in Savannah with 3 assists on the night. A great defenseman for Georgia Tech, able to play solid on the back end, but also contribute on the offense as well. Face off to the left of Pritchard here. Camden shot to take the draw for KSU. Tie up dug free, and it's Ty Johnston. Put around the wall. King will keep it in. The power play has expired, so that is not what you want if you're Georgia Tech conceding a shorthanded goal. But they got some decent looks afterwards. We'll see if the momentum can swing in their favor. Dorcas enters the zone, cuts it back. A couple nice deeks there from number 7. Cooper Lundberg has Ashton Nolte. Lundberg at the right circle. Broken up well by McLean Boyd. Now Ethan Molnar ahead with Sawyer Howe. Howe bobbles the puck, but now gains entry on the backhand. Leaves it to Dorcas as he's got it in the right point. Howe far half wall here has some trouble with that puck, and Boyd will collect. Work it to the right circle. Molnar whiffs on the shot, as Shot will just bank it to safety. Boyd for Dorcas, a one-touch feed, give and go between him and Molnar. Molnar looking to keep it in. Chris Scott the other way. Scott looking to cut it in front. There's a shot, big save, and they score! On the rebound, right out in front. As there's Owen Foster down, as he was looking to bank that one in. We hope he's doing all right, as that was just a hard play there. Now Sawyer Howe's in the box. We'll see if we caught the replay. I think maybe after the goal, Sawyer Howe may have given him a little shove. And if you're Georgia Tech, you're now down 3-0. Not what you want to do there. Giving KSU another man advantage. Obviously a little frustration if you're down 3 in the first. But KSU able to capitalize with Foster. Owen Foster has 16 points in 22 games here this season, 4 goals, so his 5th on the season. A minute 47 to go on the KSU man advantage with 13 seconds left in the frame. Huge hit there along the wall. Jonathan Shaw looking to curl back. Feed it, Reese Legault with 5. Little poke into neutral ice. And after 20 minutes of play, it's the Kennesaw State Owls up 3-0 on Georgia Tech. An unbelievable third period last game in which KSU scored 3 goals, but this is the first time we've seen this whole season the Owls get up to an early multi-goal lead. What did you make of their performance?
Well, they've just been taking advantage of the chances they've been given. Yeah, really great play by the goalie so far. I can't remember which one it is. He doesn't not wearing the right jersey.
Yeah, Pritchard.
Not done. Pritchard. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we saw Alex Webby back in the fall. Had a little bit of a rough outing in that one, but Pritchard capitalizing on the debut and keeping the momentum going here. Phenomenal work between the pipes. We're about to head to our intermission content. wanted to quickly say, as you maybe saw from the thumbnail I alluded to a little bit, tonight we'll be celebrating Jack Golick. He's not going anywhere, fortunately for Georgia Tech, back with the Yellow Jackets next season, but I couldn't leave without saying some thank yous and giving him a little celebration. So, some intermission content for you all regarding him. We'll see if we could get an interview going with Blake, I believe. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest.
At forward, number 25, Jack Golick.
As there's a great play there to dislodge the Gamecocks from the puck. Play out in front, and he scores! Number 25 for Georgia Tech, Jack Golick.
Jay Kotzian down Main Street looks to play it in front. They score!
I'm very blessed and honored to be a part of this team and to have the opportunity to participate in this long, I guess, history of rivalry. So
as he forces a turnover, it's Keshner looking down low. Golick scores again! Golick with speed takes a shot and scores! Luckily for us, we still have our Jack Golick, so that is good news for Georgia Tech.
No trading in this league.
I sure hope not. We definitely want him to stay here. His shot blocked in front. Golick on the backhand. He scores! That's Lee tight angle right in front. Golick scores!
He's always been an outstanding person every time I've talked to him. Very happy to have him on the team.
Jack Golick, thank you so much for always having my back. An excellent friend he is.
Absolutely.
To my knowledge, the mic is on the bottom.
yeah, so just hold like this.
Yeah.
Or do I hold it
Yeah, like, actually somewhat close to your mouth.
like this?
That's fine.
I'm rolling it out.
Could you hold this for a second? Hi, everyone.
Unfortunately, we fell short in overtime. I was on the ice for that. Sort of my fault, but we don't have to include that. No, okay. Back on track.
What fans are calling for this?
Colin's dad thought it was hilarious.
Who's?
Colin's dad.
What? What's the memo here?
Oh.
Two of us?
I know, I just sat there like this.
Oh, you're him?
Yeah, you said it.
Before he got involved,
want to say hi to my cousin Paul. He's watching. Bye, Paul.
Awesome. You got Jack back with us. We saw you in the second period hyping up the crowd.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the fan experience now, isn't it, Sterling?
100%. That was incredible.
Actually, maybe it'll start. Maybe it's a little bit too real. Stare at the camera.
We had a good time at warm-ups playing soccer and, or what is it called? You don't have to include this. I can't remember the name of the game.
that's right. What's been your favorite goal you've scored this season from the slot?
I'm going to give you a really funny interview, though. Yeah, I have a couple tricks. I don't like to tell my family.
Jack, we had a couple of comments for you in the first. We'll have to take a look at that later. Math teacher Joe, shout out. Back in the chat.
Bye, Uncle Joe.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Sorry, Sterling. Wanted to say hi to my family. They're on vacation without me, so better take me with next time.
All right. And yeah, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Boom. This meeting's about to end.
Yeah, it was a long one. Sorry.
Here we go for game one of Clean Old Fashioned Hate in this 2024. Obviously a huge game for Georgia Tech, taking on UGA at home. I think it was your first game at the Ice Forum against UGA.
Yeah.
What was that environment like? Your first time Clean Old Fashioned Hate at home?
Yeah, it was great. I love the forum because we can really pack it out, and especially for a game against UGA where we had the Ramblin' Wreck and the band and all the fans out. That was just such a exciting atmosphere, just stepping on the ice and doing it with my friends as well. It was great.
The game started early with a quick penalty from UGA. Do you remember at all what you guys were thinking just kind of a minute into the game going up 5-on-4?
No, not for this specific game, but I think just generally when you get a power play that early on, you know it's a great time to swing momentum in your favor, so I think that's really what we were thinking.
So you saw there, you just put the puck on that backhand from the slot.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen from you before, some of your celebrations can be pretty calm, but that was quite a big one. What were the emotions like for that?
Yeah, I mean that wasn't really a set play at all to get a good shot on. I just kind of got the puck and saw an opening, so I shot it and it happened to go in. I think it was on my backhand too, so I don't score many of those. So I think I was just really excited and yeah, wanted to go celebrate in front of the fans too. So.
The rest of the period, UGA started to take control a little bit, but after they went up 3-1, you would put home your second. Watching this goal back, what do you remember from that?
Yeah, I think after the first goal, I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be a game you could win with scoring just one goal. So I think we knew we needed more, and being able to get the second one was, I think, pretty big for us to keep that momentum that we had. Even if we were down by 2 goals, I think being that early in the game with that many goals going up, I think we were just, you know, excited to keep it rolling.
Yeah, this is the first time in quite some time that Clean Old Fashioned Hate is going back to Athens. You got the home experience last year. What are you looking forward to this time around?
Yeah, I think every time I played UGA, it's been in a different rink, so except for Savannah. So yeah, I'm excited to see the new rink, see what it's about, and see if they can come close to matching our energy when it was at our home ice.
Oh yeah, well, looking forward to it, and thanks for taking a look at these.
Yeah, thanks, Sterling.
The energy again kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the UGA game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
Yeah, but I am impressed with Georgia Tech's stick ability, as there's a great play there to dislodge the Gamecocks from the puck. Play out in front, and he scores! Number 25 for Georgia Tech, Jack Golick. His first goal of the season, the 5'8" center. He got it out in front, was able to delay it a little bit, toe drag, and then he rocketed it up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first intermission interview. Today, for the regular season finale, we're here with a very special guest, Georgia Tech's own PA man, Blake Ayers, the best in the business. How are you doing here tonight?
Doing good. Well, first off, thank you for the compliment. Doing good. KSU is always a fun one for me. That's actually where I got my start several years ago. This will be my 10th season with PA, my third with the Jackets. I think they're getting ready to come back here.
We'll keep it quick. But really quickly, do you have any favorite memories from your time at Tech so far?
Not one that I can recall specifically, other than those third period comebacks. Anytime we get those late goals, that's the exciting moment, man. When you blast the horn, get the crowd into it. Any of those moments, they're all my favorite.
100%. And do you have a quick message to the fans here?
Thank you guys so much for your support all season, and we look forward to seeing you again next season.
Well, thank you for joining us, Blake. We'll let you get back to it, and we'll see you for the second, which is about to start.
Thanks, Sterling.
everybody, and welcome back to the GT Hockey YouTube channel. Georgia Tech taking on Kennesaw State for the third and final time this season in the regular season finale. It was an incredible start for KSU in the first period. We saw a really nice goal from Reese Legault as he was driving on a 2-on-1 on the left circle. Stopped early, got the defenseman to keep going backwards. He established that shooting lane and just blasted by Brian Graff. That's definitely a notable finish from the first. KSU were able to add 2 more. They're up 3-0. Of course, this is an ACHA D2 versus D3 matchup, but we saw last game, like between these teams, Kennesaw State in the spring is here to play. Jonathan Shaw, Cooper Lundberg, and of course Evan Pritchard have all been phenomenal new assets to this KSU team. They start the second on the man advantage here with 1:32 left on the power play. The Owls lugging that puck from right to left on your screen. They'll get it in deep with Camden Shutt. Shutt around the wall. James Kravis there, the captain for KSU, back on it. Kravis at that left point, walks the line as he looks for the shooting lane. Crisscrosses with Shaw. Beautiful deep. Shaw's chance blocked in front. Tech looking for the clear but can't find it. They'll get it to Costa near flank. His shot deflected, perhaps off the post. A great look there for KSU. They're not done yet. Kravis and a right pad save made by Graff. Shaw puts it back in deep around the wall. Now to the far side it goes. Reese Legault, a nice deep. Kravis drive and Graff might have gotten a piece of it. It went just wide, and there's the big clear for Georgia Tech. Evan Pritchard leaves that puck with Jonathan Shaw here. With just over a minute expired in the second period, Shaw starts the breakout near side. Lee puts it right back in deep, and KSU forced to regroup. The Owls looking to move it the other way. They have just 10 seconds left on their power play to Sawyer Howe with the penalty. Shaw across, Nolte, toe drag, was looking for the shot, didn't get it. Molnar, nice windmill deke as he'll put it into the zone. Sawyer Howe fresh out of the box, battling for that puck. Howe on the near side, backhands it to the right point. Leaf fans on that one, and they'll spring Chris Scott. Scott right circle off the goalpost. Chris Scott, a beautiful look. Maybe that hit the side of the post. My goodness, what a chance. Joshua Lee driving in, and they put it in front. Richard may have gotten a piece of that one. Here's a chance from Howe, deflected wide, and it's Colin Dorcas on the backhand, looking for Joshua Lee. There's the shot, it went just wide. Knocking off the puck was Sawyer Howe on Christian Souza. Dorcas bodies up his man. Lee's shot seen all the way and held by Pritchard. There we go. We'll just adjust some of the settings a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. 17:20 left in the second period. King turns it over, and a big chance for David Bannister, who scores! It's David Bannister beating Graff Glove side. 4-0 Owls here in the middle frame. And for Bannister, what a release there as he was crossing right to left, shot it across the green. Surprised Graff with that one, and it's 4-0. David Bannister with his 5th goal of the season in his 17th game played, as he's looking for more here as KSU gets it in deep. To the right point, Souza, could be an opportunity for Matt Shane. Shane on Pritchard, big rebound to score! Chambliss with the finish, puts Georgia Tech on the board. It's a 4-1 game. It all starts with Matt Shane, who of course scored his first goal last weekend. Colin Chambliss on the follow-up. Finds the back of the net, beating Pritchard, his 3rd goal of the season. Reese Legault looking to answer off the right pad of Ryan Graff. They will center it here and break it out to Pranay Prasanna. Prasanna, Steckel to his left, right circle looking to connect, and good stick work from KSU. Up the ice the other way goes James Kravis. Kravis drops it off, picked off by Jack Golick. To the near wall, a big hit from Levi Miller there. What a check that was. Golick looking to connect there with Pranay Prasanna. Whoa. My goodness! Evan Pritchard just came flying out of his net to play that puck. The linesman called it an icing. Now they got it sorted, just a human mistake. Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Look, it's a 9-10 start, I think, on a Wednesday night. We're all not used to this one. Look, as we've talked about last time with you on the broadcast,
right.
It's hard to be our linesman, hard to be a ref.
It is.
But that was definitely super entertaining, at least for me.
That's rough. I mean, that was a quality chance too.
Oh yeah, that was Pranay Prasanna who was looking to pick up that one, and a big hit as Keegan Goodell was going down along the boards. Ashton Nolte looking to help him up. Some good sportsmanship there. Everybody, if I could just get a quick check on the audio, how the levels sound, if you could hear us all right, or if the background is too loud, that would be great. Thanks so much. Georgia Tech looking to break it out the other way. We've seen 2 goals this period. Lee cruising in! Pritchard, a great save, but Lee drew a penalty as he was driving to the goal. And so an opportunity for Georgia Tech on the power play coming right up. Here we go, face off to the left of Evan Pritchard, won by KSU. Rowan Agrawal works it to the right circle, and Keshner puts it on goal, gobbled up by Pritchard. Draw to the left of Pritchard again. Jonathan Shaw looks to break it out. Owen Foster trying to dig for that one. He'll get it eventually, put it in deep, forcing Ryan Graff to leave it to Rowan Agrawal. Once again, started his collegiate career with 4 points in his first 4 games played, with 2 goals and 2 assists. Lee, right wing, looks to drive to the net, the puck in front, looking to clear it here. Agrawal holds the line left point. Off the wall is looking towards Lee. Zach Keshner Kushner thinks about throwing it in front. Far flank lead, top of the zone, Agrawal down low, Miller tried to chip it on goal. Pritchard held his post and made the save.
Another penalty?
Oh yeah, looks like it.
It's the only reason I can think of why they would blow the whistle there.
Oh
But I
no,
don't
looks like the
see-
net
oh, the
came
net, I
off.
see.
Well, what a great look for Levi Miller. Tried to chip it up over Pritchard. But a great save for the usual number 29, tonight number 1. Raff just drops it off here to McLean Boyd. As he'll start the breakout, has Ethan Molnar up the far wing. Molnar left circle, there's a penalty coming up. So Georgia Tech gonna go on a quick 5-on-3. Molnar sauces it to the line, Boyd, back right circle, down low, is trying to connect with Degley Umberto, cannot, but they'll stay with it, and McLean Boyd content to let KSU get the touch. A 5-on-3 situation coming up with 22 seconds on it left. I don't know.
Yeah, in that situation, I think you do want to get the touch up so you can have the most 5-on-3 time possible. But I mean, with Graf going to the box, you still have, 2-man up.
Yes. No, they were cycling well.
But less bodies in the lane.
I like that
type of thing,
approach.
yeah.
And so did McLean Boyd, evidently.
Yeah, high IQ play right there.
A high IQ play. I mean, if it's coming from the analyst himself, then it must be the right play.
Oh, I'm just a Georgia Tech engineer.
Never forget, these are our professional amateur opinions.
Professional amateurs. Oh, yeah.
Boyd shot through traffic and a left pad save made by Pritchard. But yes, phenomenal term you've coined, Carter. Back a few weeks ago.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. So Tech with a minute 30 to go on their power play. Of course, we skate 5 aside now. There we go, got that clock adjusted pretty much. Ethan Molnar lugs it into the zone, drags it to the backhand, looks to put it in front. Boyd drops a near wall. Boyd give and go with Jorkus. Golick in front, now Jorkus right circle, Pritchard the save, and he holds on to the rebound as well. Jack Golick getting involved there with Christian Souza. Sawyer Hal locking up there with Will Costin. Looks like we're all good as of now. Thumbs Up Diner blends Southern comfort with classic diner charm. They're proud to serve Georgia Tech students, families, and fans with great food and a welcoming atmosphere. Well, we'll see what happens here, but as of right now, it looks like no one's heading to the box.
No. Both parties equally guilty there, I would guess. In the eyes of the referees, at least.
Well, they elect to keep it a 5-on-4 situation for Tech. Rowan Agrawal, right point, was given some room, so he'll take it, but sail it just wide. Will Costin, here's Ryan Graf flying out of the net, and he makes the pad stop on Costin.
That was a risky move, but...
Oh my, Graf. As Pritchard will freeze that one. And look at him, ever so casual in the crease right now.
He just wanted to have some fun.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, just don't do what Wedgwood did last week against the Canadians.
Oh no, it was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Here's your Carter Daniels abs report. What happened, Carter?
Wedgwood comes out of the net. I think it was Gooley or Matheson on the Canadians. I can't remember who it was, but...
Well, 1 second as there's a feed in front. Good little short-handed look. But yes, Wedgwood was not as skilled as Graf.
No, clearly not.
That's what I'm hearing. The power play has 20 seconds left on it for Georgia Tech. As another shorthanded bid, it's the captain, James Gravis, right circle, looking to wrap it around, had Graf immobilized on the far post, instead content to work it to his defenseman in Ty Johnston, and fresh out of the box goes Liam Grogan. So Georgia Tech unable to capitalize on that opportunity either. Plenty of room now and a chance for Grogan on Graf, but a good back check. Matt Shane with the back check there as they look to work it towards the goal. Shane will play it to Keshner, who takes a little spill there. Far corner, Grogan, and a big hit in that near corner, or far corner. Jonathan Shaw gonna pick it up, right circle. Little deke around Keshner, and now Connolly. Shaw looking to power to the goal. Graf held the post and made the stop. This one held in by Grogan there. Puts it in deep. First one to it, Aiden Roy will wrap it around the wall, and it's Matthew Shane. Shane up ahead. The linesman is going to call icing on that one, as Shane did not gain the red line. Before the next face-off, Community Q in Decatur offers authentic barbecue, always a cut above. Come hungry, Yellow Jacket fans, and share the flavor with family and friends.
Speaking of hungry, someone in front of us has some really good smelling food.
Oh, really?
And I haven't eaten dinner.
Oh, my. You know, this is a rare time where I actually did have dinner before coming to the rink.
Did you have the chicken tenders?
No, before the rink. I had something even better. North Avenue Dining Hall. You gotta give it a great shout out. It is one of the options at Georgia Tech, that's for sure. Now, we thank everyone at Tech Dining, of course, for keeping us well fed.
Icing?
Yep, looks like an icing coming up. The Georgia Tech bench is livid right now.
Yeah, that one was pretty clear.
My goodness.
Oh, maybe not. I think the refs agree.
Oh, so second time this middle frame? Let me quickly get in. Sonny's Barbecue here. Taste the tradition at Sonny's, where every bite is crafted in-house every day. With family bundles and kids eat free days, Sonny's makes it easy to fuel your crew all season long. But yes, here's a recommendation from Sterling and Carter. It originally comes from Carter. If you come to a game next season at the Ice Forum, breakaway grill upstairs above the rink, chicken tenders. Yes, 100%.
Invest now.
Absolutely invest in those chicken tenders. Comes with a nice side of honey mustard as well. I mean, I tried it for the first time against KSU last game. Loved it, but we lost.
Right,
so.
maybe bad luck though. Shoot, I don't know.
So I don't know. Is it worth it?
We won when I had them for the first time.
Well,
that was the FSU series.
So maybe it's just me who's not allowed.
No.
All right, when I come to visit, I'll have to try something.
You'll have to stick to North Avenue.
Oh, that's not great.
It's not ideal.
No.
I would be using more of my meal swipes, to be honest.
Oh, yes. Always gotta use the swipes. No, but seriously, great job to everyone who feeds us, because sometimes life gets in the way and you just don't have time to make a full meal. So thank you, Tech Dining, for always feeding us well. And we'll leave it at that. KSU looking to extend their lead to 4, as they had early in the second period. Rowan Agarwal in neutral ice gonna flip that one into the far corner. Picking this one up is Joseph Alvarez, as Alvarez will lug it into the neutral zone right wing. On the backhand, looks to put it into the Tech D zone. Will connect with Greg Steckel, and this one, Christian Souza, but back with Agarwal. Now Joseph Alvarez below his own goal line here, laying the body is Agarwal, looking to pick it up, Colin Chambliss. Chambliss little deep there below the goal line, gets stripped by James Kravis. Some pressure from Agarwal in deep, but now Kravis will have room to skate. Of course, Chambliss, the Georgia Tech goal scorer tonight, will Costin shot, blocked in front by Miller. Pulling it through his legs, Christian Souza, a couple nice dekes to backdoor feed. Finish just wide. Tape to tape with Eli Rubin skating through the ice for him logo. His shot seen all the way and gobbled up by Evan Pritchard. And you know what, I just wanted to say another thing. If you're looking for places to go, of course our phenomenal broadcast partners helping us this season make the product even better. Thank you, Thumbs Up. Thank you, Community Q, and thank you, Sonnies. We're so happy to have you as part of the GT Hockey family. Left point King batted down on goal, and Pritchard just gonna freeze that one. Georgia Tech not quite where they wanna be here, down 3 midway through this one. But if you're Coach Roberts, gonna put you a little on the spot here, Carter. Do you think what they've been doing in the second period, they should keep with it, or anything you'd want them to change?
I mean, I don't know that much about ice hockey strategy.
Sure.
I guess, I mean, I've watched it, but like, I don't really analyze what people do. I don't know what a coach says to their players to motivate them or to like instruct them to be better.
Right.
But I always say like a physical game or physical play usually tends, as long as you're not over pushing and getting out of position. But generally, if you can set the tone, as they say in Shorzy, another great hockey show, it has a good effect on morale, team morale, and I always feel like a team that feels good plays good. So anything you can do to get your players in a better mind space will help them play better.
Well, that's some good analysis there. I guess it's up to each individual coach on how they want to approach that. Georgia Tech, of course, has some very good leadership from the players. A.J. Degliamberto, the captain, a couple of alternates in Keegan Goodell, Jack Golick, McLean Boyd. Some very good leaders for this Yellow Jacket squad. Of course, we don't know what the message is here across the ring. But this one's not over yet, still second period. You found a way to beat Pritchard here in this frame. The most recent goal, and so maybe that boosts your confidence a little bit. They've been testing him plenty in the second period, as we have it as 22 shots on goal. Looks like I was just adjusting my mic there. What'd I miss? Ice?
Yeah, ice.
All right. So face-off coming up to the right of Ryan Graff. Jonathan Shaw through traffic. Graff might have gotten a piece of that one. Right point. Ends up at the line with Jonathan Scott. Now right circle, Bashkin, and a great save made by Graff with the chest. Take a look at that most recent chance. That was Jonathan Scott at the right point. Number 78 has a brother on this team, number 48, Chris Scott. Now Ryan Graff able to deny Hudson Bashkin there. They'll work it to the right point. Scott across to Shaw. Shaw floats one on goal. That one deflected into the far corner. Molinar looking to get it ahead. Keeping this one in the zone. A great effort made by Scott. Now Sawyer Howe will pick it up and bank it to Ethan Molinar. Howe was looking to get it out, keeping it in. Camden shut. Ashton Nolte works the right circle. Down low, a backdoor feed. Negated by Agarwal. This one across the sheet, looking to hit up Molnar. Through the ice for him, Logo. It's Ashton Nolte and a blocker, or excuse me, stick save made by Ryan Graff. Howe has Jorkis and Molnar, 3-on-2 protect. Slides it across a bit too far for Jorkis. He'll keep it with Howe. Howe lets it go, and Pritchard makes the save on the far post. Well, Sawyer Howe has been out of the lineup a bit for the past few games, made his return in Game 2 against Duke, where he was able to score his 19th goal of the season in his 19th game played. Now, point per game is super impressive, but goal per game? How about that? We've got a couple point-a-game players, or even better than point-a-game players on this Georgia Tech squad. That's Joshua Lee looking for more offense. Cullen Dorcas comes into tonight, 28 points, 23 games played. Jack Golick, 26 and 22, and Howe, 27 and 19. Beautiful work from Costin, pulling it through his own legs. Costin right out in front was looking for Kravis, didn't connect, and it ends up at the right point. The shot stopped by Graff with the left pad, as KSU looking to keep the offense going. Legault, right out in front, picked off by Howe. Sawyer Howe looking to battle with Legault, chips it in deep, looking to work around Souza, takes a spill, and KSU just gonna get the clear here, all the way down the ice. No icing on that one. And so Georgia Tech, Keegan Goodell really wanted that puck, and he'll get it. Drops it off Steckel, and Pritchard, the blocker save. James Kravis enters the zone as Costin with him. Kravis takes a shot with looking back door. Had an option in Nicholas Pecora, but couldn't put it on goal. Now Jack Golick, little shimmy by. Owen Foster will bank it to Greg Steckel, but he lost the handle. Joseph Alvarez back on it for the Owls. Will skate with the right wing and now left and just put it in the zone with Joshua Lee. A D-to-D feed, and it's Rowan Agarwal. Agarwal cuts to the right side. That one cleared out of the playing surface as he was trying to dump it in. We're sorry about some of the lighting on these corner cameras. This is a really weirdly lit sheet.
It is.
If I'm somehow, even though it looks super dark in that Pritchard corner, if I make it any more brighter, it immediately becomes overexposed. So I don't know what's going on with this sheet, but at least with this main camera, the lighting looks very cinematic, I think.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a Mighty Ducks type of situation,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of the Mighty Ducks, our first game of the season, Alabama, way back in September. There were a couple of posts on Hockey House Pod, a big popular Instagram and social media channel for college club hockey, ACHA, AAU, all of it. They included some clips from our broadcast. Somebody on Instagram left a comment saying, I sound like the play-by-play from those movies, who, if you haven't seen it, is a middle schooler. Thanks, I guess. I feel honored to be compared to the play-by-play of such a wonderful series of movies.
I need to watch those again. These are good.
I don't think I've watched all of them, so maybe I should
don't know
do that.
either. Didn't they make a new one, like a modernization recently?
That sounds right. I don't know exactly when that was. But Mighty Ducks, obviously a super popular hockey franchise. There was a social media post from our amazing social media team here at GT Hockey asking the players for their favorite hockey movie.
Oh, yeah.
Lot of Miracle in that one.
I haven't seen that.
That is a great film.
I watched the Russia-USA shootout with TJ Oshie and
Oh my
Kovalchuk.
goodness.
With the Olympics coming up, like it's all over the place. I feel like I've seen it at least 3 times. But what a great piece of hockey history.
Oh my goodness, that shootout was absolutely legendary. As Graf able to make a couple saves there. Of course, TJ Oshie playing hero, but like you said, something that gets forgot about with that shootout is after 3 rounds, it wasn't just TJ Oshie who was able to skate through every round. Ilya Kovalchuk for Russia put on quite a show as well. And you know what?
And Datsuk, I think, also took a couple shots.
Datsuk as well, yes.
They mixed it up a little bit, but TJ Oshie, oh my gosh.
All by himself.
Shootout specialist.
Well, that's one of the amazing things about NHLers returning to the Olympics for the first time since 2014. Here, this month, it's going to be exciting hockey to watch. I mean, the 4 Nations face-off last year was unbelievable. Really grew the game a little bit as everyone was excited talking about Canada, USA. Before this period ends, just wanted to say while we're talking about hockey movies, Slapshot is another great one. It's a bit of a...
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Now, as compared to Miracle, it is way more of a comedy, but I would recommend that one. Pretty good film. Very good film.
Oh, wait, is it... oh my gosh. Who's that guy?
The one with the Hanson brothers. They fight a lot.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of something else then.
Okay.
Oh, no, you know what I was thinking of? What movie is that? I'm blanking. It's like they just made like a remake or like a sequel. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name.
No?
It's a golf movie.
Oh, I know. Do you want me to say?
Yes.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes, Happy Gilmore. Gosh, wow. I could not for the life of me think of I was thinking of the putter that he uses. And, I mean, obviously he's inspired by his love for Bruins hockey.
Of course, he's got the jersey on, right? Oh, we got some action here right before the end of the second period. It's a bit hard to see who's involved in that corner. But looks like Ashton Nolte is not happy. And of course, if there's anybody for Georgia Tech that you would guess to be involved in these scrums, Sawyer Howe, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, elite goal scorer here in year 1 at Tech, but also a super physical player who is not afraid to get involved in these scrums.
So are we on a power play? What's going on? No, he's coming back out of the box.
Okay, so I see 1 owl.
Yeah.
I'm a bit unsure of the number, I believe.
I think offsetting looks like. But yeah, I can't see that number either. 86 maybe?
We don't have an 86, 61?
61, I think that's it.
All right, Camden Shutt and Sawyer Howe.
I think it's a 61.
Now, Coach Roberts electing to pull Ryan Graf here with 1.8 left in the second. Win a face-off, pucks on net right away. We'll see if they can execute it. Dorcas against Travis to the left of Pritchard. Little tie-up, Joshua Lee right out in front. That will conclude the middle frame. And after 40 minutes of play, Kennesaw State remains up by 3, this time a 4-1 score. Well, we'll have one more intermission entertainment for you all. We'll get an interview in there as well. Thank you all for joining us this Wednesday night, and we hope to see you back for the 3rd. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Hello. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
At forward, number 25, Jack Golick.
As there's a great play there to dislodge the Gamecocks from the puck. Play out in front, and he scores! Number 25 for Georgia Tech, Jack Golick.
Jay Kotzian down Main Street looks to play it in front. They score!
I'm very blessed and honored to be a part of this team and to have the opportunity to participate in this long, I guess, history of rivalry. So
as he forces a turnover, it's Ketchner looking down low. Golick scores again! Golick with speed takes a shot and scores! Luckily for us, we still have our Jack Golick, so that is good news for Georgia Tech.
No trading in this league.
I sure hope not. We definitely want him to stay here. His shot blocked in front. Golick on the backhand. He scores! That's Lee tight angle right in front. Golick scores!
He's always been an outstanding person every time I've talked to him. Very happy to have him on the team.
Jack Golick, thank you so much for always having my back. An excellent friend he is.
Absolutely.
To my knowledge, the mic is on the bottom.
yeah, so just hold like this.
Yeah.
Or do I hold
Like, actually somewhat close to your mouth.
this?
That's fine.
I'm rolling with it.
Could you hold this for a sec? Hi, everyone.
Unfortunately, we fell short in overtime. I was on the ice for that. Sort of my fault, but we don't have to include that. No, okay. Back on track.
What fans are calling for this? Colin's dad thought it was hilarious.
Who's?
Colin's dad.
What's the memo here?
Oh.
Two of us?
I know, I just sat there like this.
Oh, you're him?
Yeah, you said him.
Before he got involved.
I want to say hi to my cousin Paul. He's watching.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second intermission. We're here with the last interview this season with Jack Golick. We're going to do some thank yous at the end of this broadcast, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity. You'll be back here next season, but I wanted to quickly talk about your career and some of your favorite memories from it. So let's just get started with that question. 2.5 years at Tech, what have been, I guess, either some of your favorite moments or your favorite?
Yeah, I mean, I think at first I enjoyed the team when I first came to college, and pretty quickly I came to regret that decision. I thought it took up too much time and that I wouldn't be able to give my full efforts towards school. But after I got into the swing of things, I realized I really was missing a part of my life, and joining that team has probably been the best decision I made since I've come to Georgia Tech. Just the people I've met and the outlet it's given me has been phenomenal. And then to answer your question, I guess my favorite memory, I think it's hard to pick one. I mean, of course, probably one of the home games against, I guess our home game against UGA last year, we got off to a hot start. That'll always stand out to me. But really just all the memories with our fans coming out and the band being here on the rec. Watching you take our production to the next level has always been great. And yeah, just being around people who become my family here at school, it's just something I wouldn't trade for the world.
Well, that's a really great answer, and just wanted to quickly touch on what you mentioned with the production. You were involved with one of our biggest projects of this whole time, building a balcony there in our game ring, as we talked about with Patrick Sharp a couple of weeks ago or last week. That was a magnificent project. And what do you remember about that? Anything fun from that 3-day race?
Yeah, that was a great time. Patrick Sharp did the whole design in SolidWorks, so he did the CAD modeling for it, and then I was very happy to help out and assemble it. I think one of my favorite memories is riding in the back of Patrick's pickup truck carrying all the lumber, and then we had to make a couple adjustments for safety reasons. But I think spending that time with two of my best friends was probably the highlight of that process.
That's so nice. It's been absolutely incredible. I met Jack, I guess for the first time, I guess it's kind of fitting, against Kennesaw State last year. You came up to me and said thank you for the work. And the first game I remember really watching you for was that UGA game. 2 goals in the first period after Tech had scored 2 goals the entire previous season against UGA. So I just wanted to end off talking about that game in particular. We've had plenty of opportunities to play in front of some really amazing fans here at that forum. But what do you remember about the crowd from that night or a night like Kennesaw State 2 weeks ago? What's it like playing in front of the awesome GT fans?
Yeah, I think hockey's a sport that a lot of people are very unfamiliar with, and I think even though we're a club team, it's sort of our responsibility on campus to try and raise awareness for it and give people lots of games and get them as passionate about it as we are. So watching all the people come and hearing about them on campus, buzzing about how much fun they had at the games is really something that warms my heart. And yeah, I think for that UGA game, I was watching from the stands in the third period, but I saw my friend Charlie Romine score his first goal, and I was really happy for him for that.
Yep, that was an incredible moment for him. Well, Jack, we hope to catch you for the end of the broadcast, but for now, it's been absolutely incredible watching you out there. I will be watching and commenting next season, 100%. Go get him in the third period, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Sterling. You've done a lot for us, and we're very thankful.
I'll see you for the third period.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, looking forward to it, and thanks for taking a look at these.
Yeah, thanks, Sterling.
The energy again kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the Cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
That's Lee, tight angle, right in front, Gong scores! Jack Golick, power play goal! Georgia Tech, the 1-0 lead!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third and final period of regulation time. Georgia Tech, Kennesaw State, the Owls up 4-1 on Tech after 40 minutes of play. This is game 3 of a 3-game set this season, a series in which each team has won 1 game apiece. KSU with the 4-0 lead. Colin Champ was able to beat Evan Pritchard for Georgia Tech, but they'll need 3 more to send it to overtime. Third period underway here in Atlanta, and here we go. We skate 4-a-side to start this third period as it's Sawyer Howe and Camden Shutt in the box for both teams. Rowan Agarwal in deep, gets it to the right point with Dorcas. Sauces it to Agarwal far half wall as he'll put it down low towards Molnar. His shot just shot wide into the near corner as KSU looks to work it the other way with Joseph Alvarez. Overskating that puck, and so it's Molnar looking to cut towards the net. Dorcas down low as they'll look to get it to the right point. Agarwal across left. It's Joshua Lee putting it in deep around towards Cullen Dorcas. On the backhand, gets it towards Agarwal, but took a funny hop off the boards. And so it's Hudson Orgeron into the O-zone. Shot denied by Graff. He'll hold on to the rebound and freeze that puck. Thumbs Up Diner, great food, friendly service, and a place that feels like home. That's Thumbs Up. Make your next meal a big thumbs up at their convenient Midtown spot next to Georgia Tech. Well, for the last time, just wanted to say they've been absolutely phenomenal partners ever since we started to build a relationship with them last season. Really great to be a part of our family, and you know, as we've been talking about on some of the broadcasts, it's not just for the ad read. Really great food right next to campus for a low price. Last time I'm gonna say it, French toast, that's the move. Sterling recommended. We're recommending a lot.
I put you on the tenders, you put them on the French toast. I love some French toast. I will have to go get some.
Well, here's what you do. Go to Thumbs Up for breakfast. You go to the barbecue places for lunch and a snack. Come to the Ice Forum for dinner, and there you go. The Molnar shot had got a bit of an angle, but he shot it just wide and high. We'll see if we can look at that chance again. It was Cullen Dorcas getting it to him, and a nice deke there around Will Costin. Maybe had that upper corner, but Pritchard did a great job of making him try to pick that corner. So face off to the goaltenders right here. James Kravis against Jack Golick for this draw. And it's a tie-up here. It'll be picked up by Greg Steckel. Now Miller back to Steckel. Left circle across. Boy, just wide. The rebound for Steckel. And that one slowly trickled towards an outstretched Evan Pritchard. You could see there that if Steckel were a lefty there instead of a righty,
that's so true.
That's surely Tech's second goal. Really unfortunate for the Yellow Jackets, but they're doing a nice job in this third period at chipping away at the deficit. 5-on-5 hockey now as KSU puts it in deep with Jonathan Scott. Left point, Cooper Lundberg. Now Sawyer Howe for the Jackets will slide it across to Levi Miller. Some trouble from Ashton Nolte, banked off the wall, and it's Camden Shutt. Shutt towards the slot, picked up by Nolte. A free puck for both teams deflected into the far corner. They'll work it to Nolte, put back below the goal line. Sawyer Howe around towards Greg Steckel. Slings it up ahead all the way down 200 feet. And so an icing call on Georgia Tech. Every plate at Community Q is made fresh daily, and leftovers go straight to the food bank. That's barbecue with flavor and with heart. Well, we'll see if I remember, but last weekend I just totally forgot to give you guys the trivia answers. So we'll get those answered, we'll get this weekend's answered. This weekend, it's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday.
My goodness.
We got class tomorrow.
Oh boy, I'm lucky. I don't have class until 3:30 tomorrow.
I have class at 11, so not too bad.
That's all right, that's all right. Now, I thought about before the broadcast, as there's going to be a KSU power play coming up. Probably a boarding call. Do you recall back in the NBC Sports Network era, Wednesday night rivalry?
No.
Well, that was a thing, and Georgia Tech and Kennesaw State have really done an amazing job of putting on a show this season. Third game between these Atlanta area teams. Of course, the second one was an absolute thriller in front of a packed-out ice forum. So really great matchups between those two squads.
Does Mercer have a team?
Good question. Not that I'm aware of in our kind of conference.
I think they have a women's team.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would have to take a look at that, but not in the ACC or college hockey South.
Georgia Southern Women's Club Hockey. I know two of the founders.
Oh, that's very nice. Now, I believe there were rumors at the end of last season that Tech was going to go visit Georgia Southern for a couple of late games. Beautiful puck movement on this power play from the Owls. Those games ended up just being a rumor, but yes, good to see the sport of hockey doing well in Georgia regardless of the team. Maybe besides UGA.
Besides UGA, yep. We are on the same train of thought.
Well, really quickly, hungry for more than just one of your barbecue favorites? Sonny's Barbecue's Pitmaster Picks lets you choose 2 to 4 meats, 2 sides, and bread. The perfect way to enjoy the taste of tradition. We got a great comment saying, quack, quack, quack. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Go check out Mighty Ducks if you haven't. Costin enters the zone, right circle now, drops it off Legault. Legault cruising towards the slot, a nice poke from Degliamberto. Legault stays with it and puts it in deep. Costin battling for that one, it'll pop free to Colin Chambliss, has some time and space, elects to use it, but keeping it in. The captain, James Kravis, and now Chambliss able to dig it out well. Oh, Reese Legault will bring it to safety as Porcello with him. Threw it towards the back door. Graf got his stick on that feed. As Agrawal will slide it to Degliamberto, who's content to just get another short-handed clear. Pritchard advances it ahead to Jonathan Shaw here. Cruising into the zone. It's shot denied by Ryan Graf. And they'll work it to the left point. Bergeron, plenty of room. No, Danny swung it just right on the blocker side. Now to the near wing, it's Owen Foster at the circle. Drops it off for Shaw. Was looking to retrieve the pass on his backhand, but unable to do so. He'll gain entry now through the slot. His shot sailed high. That one popped in front of the cage. And luckily for Tech, Ryan Graf was able to hold on to it.
Yeah, you've seen way too many clips of pucks coming off the glass, back off the rear end of the goalie.
Well, let me just quickly get started with the trivia. We were celebrating Patrick Sharp last weekend. The answer for order his jersey numbers. Correct answer, 5, 30, 21, 10. And that 21 and 31 game each both came against the University of Mississippi at the start of the 23-24 season. Shot denied, they score! KSU capitalizes on the rebound. Chris Scott deposits it into the open cage. And it's been all Owls here tonight. That's just beautiful execution of the 2-on-1 there, putting it on goal for the primary assist. Nicholas Pecora finishing it up, Chris Scott, and it's 5-1. So it's looking like impressively after Georgia Tech turnover to Molnar putting it on goal. Pritchard got enough of that one. After Tech started the season series with a 10-4 victory, Kennesaw State, game number 2, a 4-1 win, and look at this, another 2-on-1. Scott shot blocked by McLean Boyd. He's a bit shaken up on that one. A 4-1 victory for KSU, and then 5-1 here in game number 3. Hats off to all of their new players. Again, Shaw, Lundberg, Pritchard, unbelievable assets for this Owls team. And you know what? We'll be keeping an eye on them in the College Hockey South Division III playoffs. Levi Miller with some trouble there, as forcing the turnover was Liam Brogan, and a nice deke from Matthew Shane. He'll flip it out of the zone and back on it. Bradley Burden slides it across to Ty Johnston, tapped into the zone by David Bannister. Miller swings it around the wall. Colin Chambliss turns it over, looking down low, and they didn't get a shot away with Brogan. Bannister picks it up, poked away by Sean Connolly, but back in Burden's control, flips it in deep. Levi Miller looking for the stretch pass to Connolly, doesn't get it, and first on this one is Ty Johnston. Hudson Bashkin there too. A little miscommunication. Now they'll get it to Bashkin as Bannister to his right, gains entry, but a nice hit there knocks him off the puck, and it's McLean Boyd to Matthew Shane. Up ahead, Sean Connolly looking to connect with Joshua Lee, who will fly into the zone. Spinorama from Lee looking to drop it off to Connolly. He whiffed on the shot and lost an edge on a big hit there on Bannister by Lee. who's been not afraid to lay the body in this spring semester. Burden flips it into the zone. That's Camden Shutt forcing it into the far corner. Lee around the wall. McLean Boyd yields it to Greg Steckel. Steckel up the ice, has a one-on-one situation, tests Evan Pritchard, gets his own rebound. The net off its moorings, and so a face-off coming up. Well, let's cue up that second trivia question from last weekend. January 13th, 2023, Patrick Sharp's first career point. A Matthew Connolly finish against FSU in Savannah, but who was the other member of that goal-scoring line? That would be C, Raymond Barrett. On the next whistle, we'll take a look at some of the trivia here from tonight's broadcast. Of course, thank you all for tuning in, for your engagement, your amazing comments in the chat. Levi Miller, plenty of room for Rowan Agarwal, takes the slap shot, Pritchard the save, and maybe another one on the follow-up. Agarwal flings it into that near corner, forces Jonathan Scott to collect. Now Jonathan Shaw, Golick will pick it up here. Some pressure from Shaw as they'll work it towards Greg Steckel. Of course, if you saw in those lines and pairings, it's a little bit of an interesting roster here tonight for Colin Roberts' squad. The usual top line of Sawyer Howe, Colin Dorcas, and Jack Golick broken up. As Howe looks for a little deep, couldn't get a shot away. But those players have some very good chemistry with one another, as there's a little miscommunication between two Yellow Jackets. It looks like Howe and Golick have been reunited for the time being. Or maybe that was due to a line change and only half the players getting off. Kravis shot right into the glove of Graff. He'll hold on to the whistle. And now let's see if we could cue up some of tonight's questions. We will get it started here on December 2nd, 2023. Jack Golick recorded a primary assist during his first career shift against Oklahoma State, who finished the play with the goal for his first point. That is Keegan Goodell. Yes, of course, a senior here on the team right now. He's the one giving chase to that puck. Finished off the Golick feed for a primary assist for number 25 in his first shift at Tech. Prasanna goes down. That's an entry deemed offside. I guess giving us another opportunity for the final trivia question of the season. Jack Golick scoring on 4 Savannah Hockey Classic participants. Which of the 4 starting goalies and 2026 Savannah Championship Game MVP did Golick beat on January 26, 2024 for his first collegiate goal? And name that team. The answer to that, starting goaltender Tyler Tamoyan out of the University of South Carolina. Tight angle shot denied by Ryan Graff. He'll hold on to the rebound as well. That was an incredible South Carolina team in 2023-24. They actually ended up the AAU Division I national champions, but Georgia Tech walked into the hostile environment, played them close on night 1, and then walked away with a 4-2 victory over the Gamecocks in day number 2. If you ask the players who were involved in that one, they would all tell you that that's one of their favorite moments from their time at Tech. I was not really involved with the team at that time, not yet broadcasting, but I know for everyone involved with that, it was an incredibly special weekend. Souza clears it to safety. Rowan Agrawal back on it. AJ Degliumberto back for the Jackets. Some pressure there. Forces Souza to bank it to safety and back with Agrawal. Now that's Colin Dorcas here. We'll drop it back off Agrawal. His pass going to be poked ahead by Chris Scott, and it's Rowan Agrawal once more for the Jackets. Slides it across to McLean Boyd, across the sheet to Degliumberto. Has Dorcas with him. Will put it into the zone for Dorcas to give chase. The battle between him and Souza ends up along the half wall. Scott's going to flip it to safety, and McLean Boyd's back on it. Looks like Colin Dorcas heading to the box for Tech. And you know what, Carter? Looks like it's just not going to be Georgia Tech's night.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, goal every 2 minutes. It's doable.
It is doable.
But not when you're in the box. Well, unless you're KSU, I guess.
Unless you're KSU. Of course, there are some famous examples, or should I say, infamous examples of 4-goal comebacks in the NHL. First one that comes to mind for me, 2019 Game 7, Sharks, Golden Knights, and what a howitzer that was right there from the left point.
There was one last week, Tampa Bay, Boston in the Stadium Series.
How did I not realize that as the first one?
And then one the next day, Nashville did the same thing. I can't remember against Buffalo, right? Or something like that.
It might have been
I can't
Buffalo.
remember who it was.
Big rebound available. Graf's got it covered there. I'm thinking, okay, I wanted to say at first St. Louis, so I'm thinking blue teams, but I think it was Buffalo. Well, you know what?
No, it may have been the Blues.
We have
the internet.
If the clock is not going, we're getting your answer. And that answer is the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah. Matt Boldy had a hat trick in the first period today.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I know there are quite
Zach Parise for the quickest hat trick.
Oh no, I don't want that.
In wild history.
Yeah, as an Isles fan, I love Zach Parise.
He had a little stint a couple years ago on the Avs, so I'm familiar with this game. I think he retired after that year.
You know, I know you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But I do recall it was Long Island or nothing for Zach after his second year with the team. Wasn't playing the following season until the middle of the season. That one sneaks through the 5-hole of Brian Graff. It's a power play goal for KSU, and it's their 6th of the night.
I'm not sure what happened there. Did it sneak 5-hole or was there a deflection?
Well, there was a man in front, but it looks like...
I'm not sure if he touched it.
I'm not sure either. I think Legault is going to get credit for that one. But yes, I was just getting to the end of the story, all of that. But yes, midway through that season, what do you know? The post drops, he's signing with the Avs. Come on, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. I still love him.
Pretty sure we had a first down exit, so.
Well, probably knowing New York, we missed the playoffs, so. Hey, no, I respect it, absolutely. When you're in free agency, you have no commitment to any team.
You just want to win that cup.
You just want, and he absolutely deserved to go chase a cup. Isles were not quite in cup contention at that point. There's a feed to the slot.
That was a good chance.
Sean Connolly was there from Eli Rubin. Now, how did we get oh, Matt Bolden. Yes. So, there are quite a few players on this Georgia Tech team who are Minnesota Wild fans. What a shot there. Went just wide.
Great team.
Fun to watch team. As there was a good look from Jack Golick, or excuse me, Sean Connolly. Denied by the glove of Pritchard there. But yes, I believe Andy Hildrum, Eric Soltow. I feel like there's one more. Any other Minnesota guys on the roster? As I'm just iterating through the names, I don't see any in my notes for now because I gotta look up and call a hockey game. But yes, couple of Wild fans here on this Jacket squad, so congrats to Matt Boldy on the history. Cooper Lundberg, right circle on goal, went just wide there. Joshua Lee looking to pick it up. Rene Prasanna into neutral ice, and they'll get it to Christian Souza. Up ahead, it's Ashton Nolte. Nolte towards the net, sailed to just wide of Graf's right pad. Another shot missed to the near corner now. Souza will wrap it around. Too far for Cooper Lundberg. Rene Prasanna can't get to it, and it's Alvarez. His shot into the glove of Ryan Graf as he was able to track it the whole way.
Oh, thank goodness.
A nice save made there. Yes, Aaron. Little bit of a tough one tonight, but thank you everyone for tuning in. Red Cat Shop. Why are they so good? I think you out of anyone might know the answer to that. A good friend of these two Yellow Jackets. And it was great to see you on the ice last year. It was great to broadcast with you against the Clemson Tigers. I believe you were our first ever color commentator on the YouTube channel that night. So, yeah, some history there from Stephen Howe. Now this is, I assume, Stephen leaving the comment. I don't know if anyone else has access to that account. But yes, you've been great to work with, Stephen. We just saw a nice spinorama from Steckel. That would have been legendary.
That would have been a good one.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been a moral victory for...
At least for us.
Yeah, and whoever that was. I didn't see the number. But...
Oh, and a great shot stopped on Howe by Pritchard. That was Greg Steckel who had the spinorama and shot on goal. Shaw trying to weave through two defensemen, picking it up, Chris Scott, and some pressure there from Sawyer Howe. Golick looks to advance it ahead. It's Sawyer Howe back for Tech. One back by Legault as Howe looks to gain entry. Jack Golick was offside. Oh, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much for the kind comment. It's been great to work with everybody here at Georgia Tech again. What an incredible opportunity this has been. I know we were talking about it earlier, Carter, but I mean, how amazing is that we're here at Georgia Tech studying some engineering, computer science, broadcasting hockey on the side. How about that?
Yep, nothing better.
Nothing better. Thank you so much to this program for letting us do this. And thank you to everybody at home for watching these games with us. It's been really enjoyable to chat with you all, to meet the families in person when they come to visit. Of course, read all of your wonderful chats. What a great fan base this is here at GT. Ryan Graf, another glove save. Now, we talked about, I mean, how can we not talk about this? It's his first season at Georgia Tech. He had a tall ask to fill in for Brendan Germano this season, but he's had himself some remarkable games. Started this season really impressively in that Alabama Alabama game. Ended up recording his first shutout here in the spring semester against Florida State. A really nice rookie season for Graf, and some opportunity to play some playoff hockey coming up next week. It cannot be easy being the only goaltender on the roster. Yeah, of course, there's a ton of pressure on any goaltender, but being the only one is really remarkable, and challenge accepted for Ryan Graf. We're very lucky to have him between the pipes, and we're excited to see him in year number 2 next year.
What would be the plan if for some terrible reason Graf were not able to play? Like, what would the procedure be?
So if he is out and the team knows about it,
right?
They do have an option. The league lets you play a goaltender not on the roster. I forget exactly the rules about it, but for Tech, I think it would be one of their goaltenders from, I want to say around 2018. It's Caleb Rudnicki. I did not get the pronunciation on that. But yes, I think he would be the go-to. We did see in Virginia at the ACC Fall Classic, he lost his skate blade a couple times. The referees had enough of it. They were like, we're done waiting for you. You have to get off and fix this off the ice. There was one shift with an extra attacker, no goaltender for Tech. UNC Charlotte brought the puck into the offensive zone, took a shot, I think it was blocked, and Tech ended up surviving. That was, I mean, I'm really happy I got to see that, but let's never see that again. Yeah, no thank you.
I've had a few times in my lacrosse career, we had only one goalie my last year, and he, on 2 occasions in 2 separate games, got a penalty that he had to go serve.
How does that work?
So he has to take off his jock strap, take off his throat protector and chest protector, give it to one of our defensemen, who steps in goal and has to make a save. He does make one save. Shout out Alex Martello Reyes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, his ego would explode if he knew I was talking about him right now.
Send him the clip.
But shout out that guy. We were playing Guilford up in North Carolina.
Oh my, that is a legendary moment. Regardless of if he makes the save or not.
It was, I think, the only shot in that 2-minute or 1-minute span. Fortunately, we lost that game by a lot, so.
Well, can I just say, the Kennesaw State bench is absolutely fired up and well-deserved. What a remarkable spring semester that they've had.
I missed the 1 minute remaining in the period, I guess.
Oh.
Or did we do that?
I don't know. Usually we do. I mean, this bench is electric. Look at Evan Pritchard. Arms up in the air there. This KSU team is feeling it. Evan Pritchard, take a bow. 1 goal against in both KSU games against Georgia Tech here this spring. What a start to his collegiate career. Final 30 seconds here. Rowan Agarwal looking to put it into the far corner. Jonathan Scott around the wall. It'll be picked up by Pranay Persona and Owen Foster engaging in a battle. Jonathan Shaw, one last rush for KSU. It'll be a 2-on-1 here. They play it backdoor for Scott, doesn't get the shot away. 5 seconds remaining. The Kennesaw State Owls, they're victors in the battle for Atlanta. 2025-26, they win the season series, and in winner-take-all game number 3, it's a 6-1 KSU victory. You could not have drawn up a better game if you're KSU.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Power play goals, short-handed goals, even strength goals. They
did it all. Couple of goals off the rush. Evan Pritchard is the goalie of the future at KSU.
He may have forgot his jersey, but he did not forget how to play goalie.
Oh, what a line. Well, we will be watching out for him next season when they most likely take on Georgia Tech. That will conclude the regular season finale for the Yellow Jackets. As we said, though, GT hockey's not done yet this season. They'll take a trip to Winston-Salem for the ACC playoffs next weekend. They must win the entire ACC if they want to make nationals, because they were ranked number 17, top 12 teams qualify. They're not going to make it, but there is an auto bid for the ACC winner. I don't know if I said this on a past broadcast, but it feels like I'm talking about college football.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with the 12 teams in, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for now, it's a KSU 6-1 victory. We'll have one more stand-up here as we look to close out this era on the GT Hockey YouTube channel. We hope you'll stick with us for this final message, but thank you all for tuning in.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Well, everybody, we made it to the end of the final broadcast here this season. Carter will be joining us in just a moment, but we wanted to do some thank yous here as my time as a student comes to a close here at Georgia Tech. Carter's coming along here, but I guess I'll get started. Just wanted to say to the 2024-25 board, I was a manager on this team for 2 seasons prior to last year. Get in here, Carter. Yes, I was helping out a little with some of the game day operation stuff, but, you know, I remember going into my 2nd season that at our introductory managers meeting, they told us they wanted the managers to feel a part of the family, and it felt a little tough that season for me. But things changed in that offseason with the trust of the 24-25 board. I said, hey, let's do some broadcasting here. I want to give play-by-play a shot. We worked hard over the summer in developing some skills. Never did it before, but they trusted me. It worked with me over the whole summer, kept me around through these 2 seasons. And so thank you to them for letting me and then Carter do this, right? We got to thank the entire Ice Forum staff, Al especially, for all of his help, making us really feel at home here as a broadcasting team, always helping us set up, and of course doing that amazing balcony project. Thank you to the Hildrum family, Andy, Chris, the entire family, like we mentioned earlier. You guys have always helped us so much whenever we needed extra bodies, but also you really helped us develop the product as well. So thank you for all the times you've been there for us as well. To all of the managers here, thank you so much. This team would not be a pretty professional experience if it weren't for you guys. To the best broadcast team in the world, Carter, my color guy, we got Samhita, we got Anderson, now we got Cole. I'm very happy to have you guys this season, year 1 of a real broadcast team, and it's been so much fun getting to work with you guys. Coach Roberts especially wanted to say thank you to for this opportunity and also for helping me with some prep throughout the years. All of the players, again, thank you for your trust in me. But I wanted to end it off with this. If you tuned into the Savannah Hockey Classic, you heard this story, or I guess idea a lot, that through club hockey, and I guess the sport in general, you're able to make some really special friendships. And I wanted to thank 2 of my best friends that I've been able to make through this opportunity. You saw Patrick Sharp back last weekend, but everything that I needed. And throughout the year, he's always trusted me with getting sponsorships, with building the product. He's had some really great ideas that you see in our broadcast now, like the interviews, like the shots on goal. He's been an absolutely essential part of this Georgia Tech team, even though he wasn't playing this year. I just wanted to thank him for everything he's done for this program, and especially for the great friend he is. And of course, it's your turn now. We're celebrating you tonight, Jack. Like we said in the 2nd intermission, I met you after the Kennesaw State game. The very first thing you said to me was a message of gratitude, and it's continued this whole entire time. Ever since the beginning, if I ever needed anything at all, you've always, without hesitation, stepped in for me. Back when we were filming some of the amazing intermission content, you always made sure to get people to help out with that. When I was recovering with my surgery, you really helped me with all my equipment there and making sure I'd be able to broadcast. this year in particular, you know, the most special thing about you on the ice that I've always noticed is how quick you are to stand up for your teammates. I see that translate off the ice as well at the beginning of the year, but when you were there for me this season, that really meant so much to me, and I just wanted to thank you for everything. I'm gonna be watching all the time next season, but you know what? You're a remarkable hockey player, but you're one of the best friends in the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sterling. Likewise. You're one of my best friends, and meeting you along this journey has been spectacular. One of the highlights of my time here for sure. It's sad to see you go, but I mean, I admire you for all the work you put into your hobby here and passion you have for putting out the product that you do and how well you've done and how much you've elevated it. The work you put into it over the past year and a half or so. It's something that's very inspiring and it really goes to show that really you can do anything you're trying to. But I think more importantly than that, and I've told you this before when we experienced hiccups with just enjoying the last one we're going right, that at the end of the day, it's just a game. What makes it memorable is the people who come away, and you're one of the best people.
Well, thank you so much, Jack. This will conclude the 25-26 regular season. The last people to thank here are you guys, all of the fans, all of you at home, all of them who come out and support this team. But as we're talking on a broadcast, to all of you at home who have trusted Carter and me with watching the games alongside you, thank you so much. You've been amazing fans in the chat, meeting you guys in person. You've really made the event special. Keep on watching the broadcast when I'm not here. You guys are the best fans in the world. Don't go anywhere, though, because next weekend, Georgia Tech heads to the ACC playoffs, where, as we said, we're going to miss these broadcasts, but you might hear a couple of familiar voices there. For now, just wanted to say on behalf
Did a good job.
you